Good morning, my buzz buddies. Welcome to my practice today. Today's topic within my practice is going to be about control and how to relinquish it in order to gain it. And I don't actually know at this point of my practice what that really means, so you will just have to watch the whole thing. This topic has been inspired by Frank James' video today, which is Wednesday, day that this is being recorded, and also the fact that tomorrow is back to school night and I don't have time to make a video like I thought I would, so I'm making it tonight. So in keeping with the theme of releasing all control or just leaving things to be how they are at the moment, when I record today, it's only going to be the first take that I put on my video, whether it was good or not. I feel like it's important for me as a musician and as someone trying to be in the moment that I give you the first take only. And of course I'm editing the crud out of all of the talking parts of this videos. What can you do? Let's review all the mistakes I made, just because I know I made them, and I just wanted to let you know that I know I made them. There were a couple places where I breathed that were totally inappropriate. There was one note in the fourth measure that I kind of cracked. It was kind of toward the beginning that was like, oh, I didn't really anticipate what that note was going to be, so it cracked. I added a fermata on the third to last note that wasn't actually written, so that I would get docked for. Oops. 4 measures after the odd tempo, I didn't go high enough. I got to the wrong partial, I played a D instead of an F. And as a result, because the line following was linear, I got some kind of funky leap in there that wasn't supposed to be like that. So with all that out of the way, here are my thoughts on the idea of relinquishing control and how this relates to what I'm doing here. There are some things that can help. First of all, while we would all like to think that we're the most awesome sight readers in the world, some of us are not, and that includes me right now. I've only played this piece maybe once before, except for that time that I recorded it 6 months ago. So I haven't really been working on this piece in depth. That means that I really had to have more presence of mind in order to get those notes more accurately. How do I obtain more presence of mind? That's a really good question. First thing I would say is to just not be worried about this right now, which is always a thing, and that's why I do it, really. I put a camera on myself so that I can practice playing without stopping, because you're kind of a set of eyes for me. You guys, my audience, is a real audience to me. So by training myself to ignore you while I play, it actually really helps me to gain more presence of mind while I play these exercises. That being said, I'm not there yet. I have work to do in centering myself and centering my body and mind, anticipating what is going to happen, what music is going to happen. Those kinds of things that are happening in my mind, those are things I do have control over. Things like accidentally drooling into my trumpet, which also happened in that first recording, that I don't have as much control over. But becoming aware that that could be a possibility helps me to anticipate strategies to keep that from happening again. Let's work on some other stuff. So this is the first Charlier. I have been practicing the first section quite a bit. So I'm going to take that faster and then I'm going to slow it down to 60 at the key change because I just started working on that part today. And that's about where I stopped. So here's something I thought about while practicing this. While I should have been thinking about practicing this, I was actually thinking about this other thing. I didn't practice this yesterday. I had a rehearsal and I, in an attempt to save my chops, didn't practice a whole lot before the rehearsal. I played for maybe a half hour to an hour, but I played other stuff. I didn't play this etude. I started practicing slower than what I had gotten to previously. I didn't want to rush into this right away. Obviously, there's still a lot of work to do at the key change. There's still a lot of work to do in the first section. This is why I don't micromanage my practice schedule. You can't really force when you're going to learn a thing. I mean, you can practice it every day. You can keep doing it a lot, but if you practice it the same way over and over, you're not going to get any results. So yeah, I would say practice slower, practice different ways, do different things to it. I'm going to take a second to work on this a little bit more and maybe stretch. an improvement on last time. What I actually did was I practiced a lot of the second, third, like the you know, the middle section, mostly the last part of the middle section, and then I played it one time kind of through at 76, and then I walked away for a while and did some chores, and then came back and recorded. My mind does this thing like every time I play, and I hate it. I'll be playing and I'll be like doing something, and suddenly I'm like, wow, how do my fingers know what to do here? And then I mess up. Why do I get tripped on that? Why am I still surprised when I get notes right? That's the silliest thing. Why am I surprised when I get something right? Here is where the control aspect comes in, when I have those thoughts. This happens when meditating too. This is part of the meditation journey. Your mind will wander. Your mind goes all over the place. It's not your job to try and control it, and to try and think nothing, and to try to stop yourself from thinking things or not thinking things. That's not your job when you are being mindful and when you're being present. Your job is to observe the things that are happening and let them go. What was happening in my mind when I was noticing my fingerings and being like, wow, I can't believe I could do this, is a little bit meta. I might as well call it meditation. Because it was me observing my hands and then observing the thought about me observing my hands, making observations and thinking about them. But where I messed up was that I let myself keep thinking that. There's always going to be ideas one way or another on what should be thought about, but the idea of letting go of control means that you're not controlling what you think about. You don't know what you should be thinking about, and it doesn't matter. Honestly, because no one is hearing your thoughts except for you. No one's hearing my thoughts except for me. All you can hear is the trumpet sound. So when I practice in front of a camera and I'm thinking about my fingers and, oh my gosh, I can't believe they can do those things, it's better than thinking, oh my gosh, all these eyes are gonna know when I make a mistake. You know what I mean? So I guess letting go of those thoughts, as soon as they happen, they should happen. You should be nervous when you play in front of people. Like, it means that you care. It means that you have something that you care about presenting correctly. And you're intending on presenting it as correctly and as honorably to the idea as you can. That's why people get nervous. So this is always a process. The beautiful thing is that you can't control it. You can't control when something, the first session is going to go all awry and just dusting off the cobwebs of something that you thought you knew, and then the second practice you get like 3 times as much done. You just can't control it. You can take steps to manage and anticipate what could happen, but in the end, that's all you can do. I have spent so much of my life so far in a struggle of what should and shouldn't be, and finally being okay with what I am and how I'm approaching the things, even if they're different from the way other people approach things. It's freeing. It really helps me let go, and it's helped me develop into this person I never knew could even exist, because I'd never seen it before. Never seen anyone like myself. That's kind of cool, I guess. I'm not like bragging about being unique, or just as soon as I let go of what I thought I should be as a band teacher or a musician, it became just the job I do. And I'm working on a craft. Hopefully within some of that little talk, I made some cohesive sentences that make sense in a video and actually relate to what I'm thinking this title is going to be. Something about releasing control to gain control. But is that the goal? Is that what you really want to do? You want to gain control? I mean, in the end, it's just all about your choices. It's about how you react in the moment and how you assess what happened and how to make it different if you want it different the next time. So let me know your ideas on this, and what are your tools, if you have any, for letting go and for being mindful and for being present in the moment. What are your tools? What do you think about? And you can type your response as I play. How about that? So in the meantime, stay mindful, stay musical, and stay out of trouble.